correspondent brings update on the 38th African Union Summit in Addis Ababa. First Lady Oluremi Tinubu advocates sustainable health financing for Africa. Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security expresses optimism about bumper wheat harvest this season. Hello and thanks for joining us on the news at 11 on NTA News 24, reaching you live from Abuja. I'm Zenret Dingmun. The stage is set for the 38th African Union Summit in Addis Ababa, in which President Bola Tinubu is equally set to State House correspondent Musbah Wahab for the agenda.
Some insights into the theme.
Aware of the agitation for the restructuring of the global financial system.
Three candidates are contesting for that position. Number one is Mohammed Ali Yusuf, a 70-year-old candidates coming from Djibouti. Is being the Minister of Foreign Affairs for that country and also spokesperson for the government. And secondly, he's the former Prime Minister of Kenya, Raila Amolo Odinga, who was contested for the position of President.
Transparency must be ensured as funds allocated to health must be used efficiently and effectively.
Global and regional perspectives on domestic health financing in Africa and its contributions to the global agenda were also explored by donor agencies and funding partners. From Addis Ababa, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
Vice President Kashim Shettima says the Northeast
Development
My reason stems from a deep personal experience. I once had a friend who unfortunately fell ill and concealed the nature of his sickness until it was too late. Eventually, after he passed, we discovered he had tuberculosis. Sadly, due to the stigma and discrimination surrounding the disease, he would not speak up or seek for help. His death was a painful reminder that we could have intervened and saved a life if only we had known earlier. Tuberculosis is an airborne disease that primarily affects the lungs, but can also impact other parts of the body. Being airborne means anyone, regardless of their social economic status, can contract it. In Nigeria, one person dies of TB-related illness every 7 minutes, amounting to 206 deaths every day. Globally, one person succumbs to TB every 25 seconds. Which is a staggering 3,456 lives lost daily. These deaths are entirely preventable because TB is curable if detected and treated early. If you or someone you know has been coughing for 2 weeks or more, drastically, it might be TB. Please visit the nearest government hospital or primary health care center for proper diagnosis and treatment. TB treatment is free in all government and some private health facilities. Let us also remember not to stigmatize or discriminate against TB patients or those who have been treated for TB. Individuals who have been cured of TB cannot infect others. I call on all stakeholders, especially the private sector, to join us in the fight to end TB in Nigeria. Together, we can make a difference. Remember, TB anywhere is TB everywhere. End TB by 2030. Yes, we can.
Thanks for staying tuned. Now, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is optimistic about a bumper wheat harvest this season, which is expected to significantly reduce the need for wheat imports. This positive outlook comes in the wake of President Tinubu's intervention, during which agricultural inputs were provided to farmers at subsidized prices across all wheat-producing states. Musa Babalio reports.
The weather in Kazaure, Jigawa State is chilly and windy, creating an ideal environment for wheat plants to thrive and yield a plentiful harvest. And these farmers are irrigating their fields and removing unwanted weeds, while birds soar above, searching for insects to eat. The farmers are part of more than 60,000 who joined the federal government's wheat production initiative. Abdullahi Dogo informed me that the wheat seeds he received are of high quality, germinated well, and he is expecting a bountiful harvest. Dogo is not alone. All the farmers who benefited from the program in Jigawa State have a success story to share.
The federal government seed, it is germinated well. With normal recommendation, it will germinate more.
The seed is good now.
The one government gave you doesn't have problem.
Doesn't have problem.
In Kano, more than 20,000 wheat farmers have received support in the form of seeds and other inputs. A visit to some of their farms reveals that the crop are thriving, leading to a high expectations of a bountiful harvest at the end of the season. Abdullahi Ishaku, National Agricultural Seed Council of Nigeria, informed me that the agency certified all the seeds provided to farmers